Hello, my name is Shreya, and we are together in a class called Server-Side Web Development, and we have done a web page for this class as our final project. It's based on news website, so everything that you need to know about, what's going on around the world and stuff. So.
And
Um,
I'm Maria. And yeah, this is our final demonstration for our news website that we're going to be showcasing and telling about the functionalities and the features and all that.
and I'm Logan. It's been a pleasure working with everybody. All right, so we were looking for a way to create something where we could have like a centralized news place for people to gather the news. Something that's easy, essen- uh, something that was essentially quick and easy for somebody to get multiple avenues of news. We wanted to make sure that it was readable, very intuitive, so that way any type of user that does end up going to the site would be able to just click and go.
Alrighty, thank you, Logan. So, as Logan mentioned, our main goal was to have a central place for people that wanted to get news to easily be able to get news. So, our problem is in today's fast paced world, keeping up with the news is very essential. So, with our website, users can remain up to date on the most recent news and avoid falling behind. And we aim to solve this problem with all the things that were previously mentioned. So here's our project, which includes a README file, which basically has the gist of getting started, how to set it up, how to run the testing, just features, the tech stack we used, a little information about the website, and of course a link to the live demo, and then links to our video demos and the list of members. So
All right, after our last demo, we've added a few testings to test our components if they're working efficiently and functioning well.
so now I'll run the just test so we can go ahead and see those tests being ran and see the results. Okay, yes, as you can see, that was our test and they all passed. And here's
All the
the
ones that
cover.
we're testing are passing, so
Yes.
yay!
Yes, and we'll just quickly just kind of glance over them. We're not going to go through every single one. For like this one for the category, I'm mocking the React router DOM. And then I'm just making sure that the category components are being rendered. Like when you go to test, I mean, when you go to the technology category, it'll render technology news because that's what should be displayed in the page when you go to the technology category. And then same, if you were to go to test, then it would go to test news, but we don't have that option in our nav bar. But the way that the route's set up, if you were to just manually type that, it should display test news. So it tests that. That's just a simple, quick demonstration. Um, just quickly glancing over some of these. So with the search results, it's just mocking the use location, and it's just taking the search queries. And here I have some mock data because the search query just uses the source for their news cards. Well, all the news cards just display the source, which is the name and the published at. And so I'm just checking for that. So if no results are come up, then it should say no results found, which the test passed. And then if you search for test, it should say search results for test, and that test passes.
So as we can see, it's basically the same thing that we did for the rest of the tests. For this one, we're testing the politics, particularly like a politics news. So.
So that was our just testing, just a quick overview of that. Okay, so now we're going to run our Cypress test. If we see here, all our tests have passed. So that means every test that we've run, created for the Cypress to run through, that means all our end-to-end testing is passing. And just to quickly kind of look over one, like with this category, to quickly test that the category is functioning correctly, visits category slash business, and then it just ensures that a news card component is rendered.
As for the footer, same thing. We're testing for mostly the contact information and the address that we had on there.
As for features of our website, there is many different features such as category selection. You're able to select different categories of news that you would like to see, and it would display those news cards. There's searching functionality, so if there's something that you want to a keyword you specifically want to search for, you can type it in the search bar and it will work, and it will populate the corresponding news articles. There is functioning NewsFeed that displays just basic general news. So if you just want to don't know exactly what you're looking for, just want to see some news, you can scroll down. Additionally, some news in the carousel in the happening now. So just quick glances so you can quickly just see news and access news.
You'll get more idea of our website once you see it.
I did create an error component in for the website, and essentially all it does is it's responsible for catching errors within the children components, where it says my error. What this does is it uses the error boundary to wrap the content, and including a button that triggers or it was supposed to trigger the sample error, and the example the example function, but I found a slightly easier way to do that using a button on click. So yeah, that is the error component of the website, and then this cool little thing. So I built a skeleton, which is for whenever the website is loading. It is supposed to hold the shape of the website while everything else is loading. Typically, it's supposed to be used for like the API, just to make it a little bit, just to kind of, just for aesthetically pleasing looks. So with the fetch data, it's supposed to return a promise that resolves after asynchronous operation. And then scale loader, it uses the loading. That's where it uses the loading state to set if it's supposed to be used or not. And then the use effect hook is used to initiate the data fetching process when the component mounts. And that is the skeleton. This right here is the home screen. Um, this is the first thing that users will see whenever they access the website. Um, if you look at the top, there is a nav bar up there just to give a quick category as to what the user might want to be looking at, if it's business, entertainment, general, health, science, and all of these do redirect to bring up some different little news articles. Some general news.
Right
Yeah.
here, this takes you to our GitHub project. This takes you to our GitHub with issues, and this takes you to the API source that we use.
We do have a smaller news feed, which this is everything that the carousel cycles through. All of these different little articles. And then at the bottom we have the footer, which has the About Us. We have another Categories tab or field, and then a way to contact us.
So yes, as Logan mentioned, the newsfeed has the same news articles that are featured in the carousel. It's just a easier way to view them, a more user friendly way, and then they're all there for you to see instead of having to scroll through them. But this section right here is just a quick overview in case you just want to quickly glance at the news available.
We also have a search bar where you get to search any news that you're interested in viewing, like, for example, Google. And as you can see, it brings up any possible results it could find, and you get to learn more about Google or Santa Claus.
I just wanted to quickly
Yeah.
note that with this, it's not filtering out for any specific language. So that's why you'll see some of these news articles in different languages. Because
Yeah.
it shows every language. I specifically, when I made the search functionality, I didn't put just strictly English.
So our website is international.
Okay, but just another note here, all of these news cards are clickable and they will just redirect you to the source. So when you click on them, it'll take you to the source so you can read more about it.
Oh,
So this is our website
right.
deployed with the render.
Pretty much the same thing as our website that we did through our code.
Yes, it has the same functionality that we showcased on our local environment because it's just deployed on render. Same code, just deployed on render. This is just due to it currently not being up to date with the latest commit as of recording, but it will be, and it's deploying right now actually, or redeploying right after this. So, but we just wanted to quickly showcase our live deployment or live demonstration. And here's our Figma mockup for the website. For the website, that is our design for the website. So the kind of what we base the website design off of. And see here, when a user clicks on any article, it's just going to redirect to the source URL, the carousel, the happening now section, just the news feed, and of course the footer down there, and then this header up here with the navigational bar. Another thing I want to talk about is our GitHub project where we kept track of all the tasks or the to-dos that we had to knock out, and here they are, they're all done now, and we assigned them to each other, and that's how we kept track of who was doing what and what was going on. And this concludes our demonstration.